Welcome, my YouTube family. We've speculated, we've theorized, and now the wait is finally over. Outlander Season 8 has arrived. And let's be honest, we all have one burning question: is Faith truly gone, or is Outlander about to pull off its biggest twist yet? If there's one thing this show has taught us, it's to expect the unexpected. This season wastes no time throwing us into chaos. Jamie and Lord John's bond is on the verge of breaking. Claire is facing another emotional storm, and the latest time travel theories could change everything we thought we knew. So let's dive into episode 1, because this season might just break us all. The mystery of Faith. What if she was never lost? For years, we've accepted that Claire and Jamie's first daughter never survived. Season 2 shattered our hearts as Claire was forced to say goodbye, while Jamie lived with the regret of not being there. But now, Outlander is making sure we don't forget the seeds of doubt planted in Season 7. Fans have dissected every clue, and let's be real, this show has never shied away from bending time and reality. So, if Faith is still out there, where has she been? And if she's alive, why hasn't she found her way back to Claire and Jamie? One theory suggests she wasn't lost, she was taken. Another proposes that she's been hidden in a different timeline, raised far from the world she was born into. And the wildest theory of all? That Faith was reborn in the future only to be pulled back into the past through time travel. Crazy. Maybe. But in a show where time loops, rewritten history, and shocking returns are the norm, Faith's return, whether as herself or someone reborn, wouldn't even be the strangest thing Outlander has done. Claire and Jamie have defied fate before. Could Season 8 be leading them to one final miracle? But here's the catch. Outlander never gives us joy without heartbreak. If Faith is alive, an even bigger question looms. Does she remember Claire and Jamie? Does she even know who she truly is? And if she returns, will she find love and happiness, or will she be trapped in a fate she never chose? Episode 1 already sets the emotional stage: Claire's grief, Jamie's guilt, and the growing realization that everything they believed about Faith's fate might have been wrong. It's the perfect setup for Outlander's final, heartbreaking twist. Jamie and Lord John, a friendship on the edge. If there's one relationship in Outlander that has kept us guessing, it's Jamie Fraser and Lord John Grey. From enemies to allies, from unspoken love to an unbreakable bond, they've been through everything together. But Season 8 wastes no time pushing them to their limit. The tension has been building, and Season 7 left their friendship in its most fragile state yet. With war still raging and personal stakes higher than ever, the cracks in their relationship are widening. And at the center of it all, William? William was raised by Lord John, but he's Jamie's son by blood. Now that William knows the truth, the balance between these three men is shifting in ways none of them are prepared for. Lord John always believed he was the best person to raise William, and in many ways, he was. He gave him a home, a name, a future. But Jamie gave him his blood, his legacy. And whether Lord John wants to admit it or not, that changes everything. It's no longer just about what's best for William. It's about who William chooses to be now that he knows where he truly comes from. And if Jamie and Lord John can't find a way to navigate this, their bond may not survive. And let's be honest, Lord John's feelings for Jamie have always been the unspoken truth between them. Now, as war looms, as Jamie's role as a father becomes undeniable, and as the weight of their past catches up to them, Lord John is facing the painful reality that Jamie was never his to have. But what happens when years of restraint finally break? Episode 1 is setting up a confrontation that could change everything. Will they mend their fractured friendship, or will the truth finally tear them apart for good? Because this isn't just about love, loyalty, or duty anymore. It's about legacy, what we leave behind when time runs out. Claire's greatest test yet. And speaking of time running out, Claire's world is about to be turned upside down. If Outlander has never shied away from one thing, it's making sure Claire Randall Fraser experiences every ounce of love, loss, and devastation the universe can throw at her. And just when we think she's suffered enough, Season 8, Episode 1 reminds us her story is far from over. Claire has already lost so much, Brianna Faith, her entire future and more versions of Jamie than she can count. But what if Season 8 is preparing her for the one loss she never truly prepared for? Because if Faith is alive, Claire is about to face a test like no other. For years, she's carried the pain of losing Faith, believing that no amount of time travel or miracles could bring her back. That grief has shaped her, broken her, and made her who she is. But Episode 1 plants the first seeds of doubt, and that's what makes it devastating. Because hope is dangerous. The moment Claire even considers the possibility that Faith might still be out there, it's over. Claire isn't the type to ignore a question once it's asked, and we already know she will stop at nothing to find the truth. But what if the truth destroys her? Because this is Outlander, nothing ever comes without a cost. If Faith is alive, something kept her away. Was she taken? Raised by someone else? Does she even remember Claire? Reuniting with Faith would be both a blessing and a curse. Because if Claire finds her, she may have to accept that Faith has already built a life one that doesn't include her mother. And that's just the beginning of Claire's struggles in Episode 1. While she wrestles with the past, the war is closing in on her future. The Revolutionary War is tearing everything apart, and Claire is caught between worlds, a healer in a time of destruction, a woman fighting to hold on to love in an era that demands sacrifice. Jamie is on the battlefield. Brianna and Roger are in another time. And now, Claire is facing the one thing she never wanted to confront. What if she's left alone again? What if everyone she loves is taken from her one by one? The final pieces are falling into place. Episode 1 isn't just setting up a mystery, it's laying the groundwork for an emotional war that will push Claire to her breaking point. Will she chase the possibility of Faith's return, even if it means reopening the deepest wound of her life? Or will she be forced to accept that some heartbreaks can never be undone? Either way, one thing is certain, Outlander has always played with time in ways that make us question everything. And Episode 1 is already dropping hints that we should never trust what we think we know. Because if Faith was truly lost, why are there so many strange clues suggesting otherwise? Buckle up, Outlander fans. This season is about to change everything.